Hello friends and traders, welcome back to this quick presentation of today's market vibration. We're looking at ES futures chart, SPX, S&P. This is ES future component of this S&P 500, and at the bottom we have the energy rotational oscillator. And then we have a yellow oscillator, which is overlay of Centroid, which is overlaying on this. And the reason we want to do these two things together is we want to see if market is at the extreme points on the high side or the low side. That's all we are trying to achieve here. All right, this yellow lines at the bottom and one yellow line on the top. This is what we are after. I think you have seen this in the prior videos. So that's the beauty of this, how we shape these energy momentum, the breath of life. Market is a psychology of 100 million people who come together trying to express their opinions of their universal understanding. That's all there is. So if you look at that lens, that is the intention of this. All right, and the intention is pretty clear, that when we have these peaks and valleys of this red oscillator, and then we also have this actual real market momentum oscillator, when there is overlap, we have a high probability of trade bias as seen by these visual representations of psychological movements. When I say psychological movements, I'm talking about traders who are coming. So what is going on in the entire psychology of the universe is some news coming, some passions and compassions and some manipulations. They all come together, different kinds of emotions, and they try to express themselves. And this is a snapshot of this. We are trying to understand, as quant engineers, this phenomena. And there is the phenomena from today. So let's go through this journey together. This is peak and valley, right? All right, so we are expecting some turn here because this red one is going to keep projecting forward right here, look like this. So one is projecting forward and one is real time. Convergence of these things is cross validation. And what is happening during cross validation? We are going to take some biases towards the direction. So let's take an example of 11:30. They both were trying to move up and we are at value. What time is it? 11:30. Okay, so we're looking at the frequency of 11:30 in time translated to price, and then we can see, is this going to be a holding low? So what is a low? 60-40. And I cannot express this in public, that once the price and time converges through a secret sequencing, we can trust this level. And why we need this level of knowledge is for absolute accuracy. If you're trading one contract with 10-point loss, you can trade 10 contracts with 1-point loss. Do you see the difference? Or maybe 2-point loss. This is where the big rotational cash flow is going to be initiated, right? So that's the whole. It's not about pressing buy and sell buttons, which anybody can do, right? Press buys and sell, buys and sell. Question is, who is the master of the vibration? Who knows this is going to happen here and stop here? Who knows this is going to happen here? Who knows this, right? This is the challenge of the mind, body and spirit integrated with the universal understanding. If you're drunk coming to trade, you have a problem. If you're in a bad mood and you did bad things to other people, you have another element. You will be dealing with this. And if you have some low-level thoughts of different kinds towards other people, you're dealing with other kind of energy. So these are all energies which will overlay on your one element, which is to profit from the market. So intention to come is a vibration. Other intentions I talked about are vibrations. We have this astro vibrations, we have centroid vibrations. If they're not in sync, you will be in trouble. But this ultimate truth is known, is decoded very beautifully through things which are, I would say, gifted by the universe as you clean up your mind, body and spirit. So there it is, my friends. So at this point, let's start with somewhere. Let's start from here. They are both dipping and going long is a great idea. Okay, one element is which of these lines we're gonna trust, right, to that very super high precision. Don't have to worry about it at this moment. At your level, there we go. We got a trade early morning, 4 o'clock when the European market opens. Huge pending news is coming. Look at the bias. Even though news is coming and it is going up, drifting, giving us the fake news intention of it's gonna blow up. It could have, but look at this, right? And coming from here, when market is just, and obviously you need to know about the basic technical analysis, right? So when you have this coiling effect going on and we have these energies giving us the bias, well, bias is going to blow on the long side. Perfect. When it is resting here, if you want to participate in this news event, what you are going to do, what we did, we put a short here at the red line because we know they're going to manipulate the market. And we also know, based on statistics, that the first impulse can be reversed in the other direction once the stopping point has been obtained with 70% probability. The first impulse can be traded against. I'm trying not to use any technical words as possible. So we can trade the first impulse in the opposite direction. So we went long in this area twice, okay, right here. This is what you need to do. If you want to participate, you need to be aware of this, right? So this is where the value is being really coming into life. So we have added an element of historical statistics on these news days that we can do trade against the first initial move. Initial move is down, so we are looking for long anyways. That is just pure based on statistics we have built over time, and you can do it very quickly as well. Alright, so this is where the long was initiated, right? And then what? Where is another long? Right here is another long. See this, the two dips are coming together. Where is the short? Right here is the short. Peaks and valleys, and this guy is on the top side. Perfect. So okay, here looking at the short side, a little bit of short came. Okay, so this is where we need to know exactly where it is rotating. Okay, here long is coming, right? But what happened here? Long did not work out. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 trades, 6 trade, 7th is a wash. We can just say 6 and 7 is a wash, right? Okay, no worries. 5 wins so far. Comes down again. Now this is where the element I'm not trying to expose in public comes into picture, right? If the price at a given time is not converging to a singularity, do not take that trade, walk away. Okay, so let's, for example's sake, if I'm expecting the market can only be in this area or this area or this area at this time, and we have this shape suggesting that we have convergence, we will take the trade. If we have the situation where, based on our mathematics, that you should be here or here and you are right in the middle, walk away. You'll get to that someday, after you have mind, body and spirit convergence with the universe. So here we have same thing, short is positioned here, long is, now this long is not positioned. Why is that? Now this is where this energy is moving independent of the price, so it gets out of sync. So here, if I just look at the energy and they converge together, they always, I mean, this is very super high precision trading on ES, right? Here same thing, long. Here short was expected, but actual short, these two are not converging. Overlay is not happening. See this one? Now this one is on the top side, this is on the long side. This is all ignorance trades. Do you understand? So patience is the next element, where both tops are here. They are there. Precision. And one is a hidden element I talked about. I can do it in my head, but you cannot. Unless you have the science, right? This is both on the top side. Both on the top side. Both on the bottom side. Both on the top side, right? Both on the bottom side. So if they are offsetting, walk away. So that's all there is. It doesn't matter which day it is. Every day behaves the same. Yesterday was I would say amazing trading day. All right, so let's do the last, just not too much, just maybe 1 or 2 trading days, and that should be enough, right? So if you just watch the moment at the bottom and tell me which side is a good trade. Now remember, these peaks and values do not have to be, this red oscillator has no intention of expressing itself with the accuracy of highs and lows of the price. This is just saying shift is coming, right? So for example, this is a long, and you might say, okay, hold on, this is a high. No, this is a change of energy is expected. Direction is given by this yellow boy, and right here. You see this? Perfect. What about this guy? Same thing happening here. See this? Top of one thing and the bottom of the thing. We get this yellow one is the giving us the trade direction bias, which direction we want to go. This is telling us way in advance, for days in advance, peaks and valleys. Which time do we want to trade? What is happening here? Now this is incidental operation that both of them came on the one same direction. Both are giving us the top, right? But that is not the intention of this. The actual top comes from the yellow oscillator. The red one is telling us the change of energy, and here it is, right? So this is the top, this one is the bottom. Why this is bottom? Because the oscillator is telling us the bottom, but this is telling us momentum change is coming, and it does. Same thing here. Well, this is not really a super good trade, but we know this. I love to have this inside the yellow line. It's pretty close. The green is inside the yellow. TPK value is coming. Market is moving down. Secret evidence is there. If a time when price is merging, take the trade. And here it is, another one. Peaks and valleys. Here is a perfect one. Peaks and valleys. Here is peaks and valley. Top here, bottom here, bottom here, bottom here. Should be bottom here. Should be bottom here, right? This is the peak. It's a little bit elongated peak. So this elongation is also telling market is gonna go in a chop and sideways. All my friends, all of my friends here, thank you for visiting this site, and I would say that let's call it a great phenomena unfolding. And remember, there are two kinds of people in the universe: the truth seekers and followers, and people who are just one step away from making that first step towards truth. And market is just the expression of your understanding of the universal interactions. You can apply this on anything: humanity, human, personal, company, it doesn't matter. They all behave the same. Rain falls. Whichever the laws of vibration states, everything is, quantum physics says the same thing. Nothing is static. Everything is in the state of vibration. So fundamental elements are in state of vibration. Even the chair in front of you, table in front of you, the glass in front of you, even though it looks like rock solid steel glass, it is in the state of vibration. So you can express everything. Densities are different, right? Clustering is different. So that is all there is. I hope this so simplicity, laws of simplicity is all expressed in 9 numbers. All right. So you have seen the laws of here 3, 6, 9. Let us show you the laws of 8 and 9, which is right here. Okay. So what are we doing? This is called, remember, we are working with axiomatic philosophies, okay, not boundary conditions where things are going to collapse, right? If the conditions change, things collapse. That's why none of the economists can tell you until after the fact. All this thousands of PhDs shows up after the fact. And out of 10,000 people who sample what will happen in the economy, out of 10,000 samples, one will, something will stick, right? We cannot do this as professional traders. Bank on those philosophers of mathematics, right? We are applied mathematicians. So there's a difference. Especially with our mathematics, which talks about interaction with natural laws. So here it is. And remember, always, they all bind together. Keep hinting at this for you. For the last 2 years I'm posting these videos. I keep hinting on this. At least I've told you 10 times. Watch the magic of this, okay? Which means you really need to dig deeper. Innocent pi. And the funny thing about this pi, if you rotate it, there won't be any sequence of numbers which are repeating. Think what I'm saying. And everything you have, your social security number, your phone numbers, your addresses, are all here. For the last billions of years and next billions of years. That is the power of this huge science of pi. And then pi is everywhere in every engineering mathematics, and so also in quantitative financial engineering, and also coming from the GAN sciences. So this pi, if you explode it to very large numbers, it has all the answers. And you'll not find a repeating sequence after a certain while. I forgot that part of it, which really you'll not see any repeating sequences. And what is the sequence? How long the sequence is, I forgot, is escaping my mind at this moment. So that is the power of this number huge. All right, so just keep remembering this. Pi is freedom. Now using that pi law and the laws of 89, this grid is produced, and this one has huge applications. All right, so we have this, yeah, blue and blue, and when we have blue, market news is coming, it went to the blue, came to the blue, then we adjust it after that, right? So this is how we can deal with this. Now what is this blue? This is the hidden sequences. Now this is a sequence of 7, 8 and 9 coming into picture, and they rotate in the market. I'm going to flip it on the other side. So I'm going to start here from this low. So they are curve fitting the sequences, other one is fitting one side of the sequence. So I showed you one equation. Next I'm popping on the other side, where I'm going to take this, I'm going to pop, expand it. How am I going to expand it? Let me show you. To the first impulse. This first impulse is curve fitted. What happens? Market goes and vibrates to this, to the top. So you have to understand the sequencing, how the sequencing is floating, why it is going from blue to blue, and then from blue to white, and white to green, and green to blue. This is where we talk about 7, 8, 9 as a sequencing factor. Why 7, 8, 9? 8, you know what 8 is? It's a hidden 9. 9 is 9. 7 is actually a combination of 7 and 8 and 9, which is a very critical equation. All right, so I hope this makes sense. So let me show you one more trick, okay, of entry. And this is where we say long on blue and short on brown. Okay, that's the internal hidden sequence names. All right, so what that means is we take this starting point, we reflect it as I showed you, and we are long for what reason? Here, I explained to you earlier from this screen, we're going after anti-impulse. Alright, we know a 70% chance this has happened. Equation is set up to go long. That's one intention. I showed you earlier, there's a reflection point sitting there from blues and blues. Now I'm saying is I need to enter on long on blue. That's all you need to know. Why? Don't need to worry about it. Long on blue. See this? So what I've done, I've taken this point and I've curve fitted the blue. Why? Because by putting these two stories together, I'm going long on blue. All right. So I think we had enough. Supposed to be 2-minute video. It ended up in 24-minute video. We need to, my friends, as they say, rest well and peace with the universe. Keep meditating and keep discovering. Thank you so much.